KREM 2 News at 6 begins now.
We are tracking breaking news into the KREM 2 newsroom. Spokane police are investigating a shooting incident in the Cliff Canyon area on 7th and Maple. Several nearby roads are closed. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Pham. KREM 2 Shayna Waldtower is live from the area where the incident occurred. And Shayna, what have you learned since we last checked in with you?
Yeah, thanks, Tim. You can tell the scene is still pretty active right now. Just behind me, you can see that all the cars and the police tape is still up. Where police say they're expecting to have this road still blocked off in at least the next several coming hours. Right now, I'm standing just on Maple and 5th, where the road starts to be blocked off. This goes down until about 9th Avenue is where this road continues, as well as the neighborhood area that is blocked off as well. Now, police say one of their officers was in the area when he spotted someone who matched the description of a male with a federal warrant. That warrant was for unlawful possession of a weapon. Police say that officer then went to speak with that individual, and that's when things escalated.
As he attempted to contact that individual took off running. The officer did put out over the air that the individual is armed with a semi-automatic handgun. At some point, the officer fired at least one, possibly multiple rounds at the individual.
Now, but police say the suspect was able to escape to a nearby apartment building and continued running. Police say they received a call from a neighbor saying that someone was sitting on her front porch. That person turned out to match the officer's description. Police then arrived at that woman's home and tried to confront the suspect again, but the suspect began running again. Police were able to catch him this time, and he was taken into custody uninjured. Now, police have been going around the area asking people what they saw. So if you saw or noticed anything unusual in this area, just to call and give them any information as they continue this investigation. But we will, of course, continue bringing you all updates on this as we continue receiving this information. So continue to stick with us. For now, reporting just outside of downtown, I'm Shayna Waldtower, and I'll send things back in studio.
Shayna, thank you. Well, switching gears now, today was dry and warm, but tomorrow is looking a bit cooler. Plus, there may be some showers on the way for some parts of the inland Northwest. Meteorologist Michelle Boss is in the Weather Center tonight with a first look at the forecast. Hey, Michelle.
Hey, the weekend starting off really nice. We had a fair amount of sunshine today. Temperatures were warm and in the 80s and looking pretty nice out at Lake Coeur d'Alene. Water temperatures around 70 degrees. As we go to Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar and satellite, you can see mainly the only precipitation out there right along the Canadian border to the northwest of Omak and the northern Cascades. Seeing quite a few lightning bolts there, but the bulk of the rainfall, again, on that Canadian border. So the rest of us seeing nice, warm and dry weather. 80 degrees right now in Spokane, just falling under 80 in Sandpoint and Coeur d'Alene. Mid-80s for Lewiston, mid-70s for Pullman, and 85 degrees in Moses Lake and Othello. It should be a quiet evening across the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene areas. Temperatures fall to the upper 70s by 8 o'clock, and we'll be coming down to around 57 degrees early tomorrow morning. Expecting more sunshine, but slightly cooler temperatures. So 77 tomorrow, a little bit on the cooler side of normal on Monday as well, and a slight chance of showers, and then warming back up and drying out for Tuesday with highs back in the low 80s.
Southern California braced for more aftershocks today after another powerful earthquake rocked the area. The magnitude 7.1 quake was felt from Los Angeles all the way to Nevada. It's the strongest Southern California has seen in 20 years. The quake was centered near the town of Ridgecrest, which is still recovering from a 6.4 magnitude earthquake on the 4th of July. CBS's Carter Evans is there reporting.
These earthquakes have just rocked this community, and they've done a lot of damage. This is just one small example inside the East Ridge Market. We're here at Ridgecrest after the first quake, and then at 8:19 last night, the shaking started again and grew increasingly violent.
Everybody okay?
This is the first glimpse of the damage inside a Ridgecrest supermarket. Tiles fell from the ceiling, food and other items flew off the shelves.
The air is really thick, dusty. This is a bad one.
Gas lines ruptured, sparking numerous fires. California officials say they're bracing for the worst.
There have been a number of injuries reported. There's been a significant increased number of EMS calls to the 911 centers. Huge priorities right now for medical support and for firefighting and for emergency power.
Even in Los Angeles, more than 150 miles away,
It continues
This is a very strong
to rattle
earthquake.
pretty strong here.
8:21 here on the air. We're experiencing very strong shaking.
Wow.
I think we need to get under the desk.
All right, we're going to go to break. We'll be right back after
We'll be right
this.
back.
Wow.
The magnitude 7.1 quake came just one day after Thursday's 6.4 jolt, which at the time was the largest earthquake to hit California in 2 decades. That quake turning life into chaos without warning turned out to be a foreshock. But this is what's left behind. The region was just starting to clean up, like the volunteers at the Ridgecrest Library, picking up thousands of books that fell from the stacks.
We're just so thankful it was closed. Because can you imagine those books falling on some poor kid or some elderly person?
The library was also closed when last night's quake hit. Elsewhere in Ridgecrest, security video captured the shaking at a laundromat and inside this convenience store. The tape stops as the power cuts out. We talked to the store owner, Tony Abdulatif.
How much do you think you lost here?
Be honest with you, from yesterday and today, I would say about 100,000.
No insurance.
No insurance for the earthquake, of course.
You got to have earthquake insurance, and even then, it usually doesn't cover the contents of your home. The damages to this store are going to cost a lot of money, and the cost to this community is going to be much higher. The good news is there are no reports of injuries or deaths, but the aftershocks continue. And seismologists say the probability of another strong one occurring over the next few days is very high.
Well, that quake was felt even over in Las Vegas. Take a look at this video. A woman filmed the Big Apple coaster at the New York Hotel in Las Vegas last night. Experts said there is about a 1 in 10 chance that another 7.0 quake could hit within the next week. Well, dogs are known as humans' best friends, but sometimes they're even more than that. They're a lifeline. One Idaho woman raised more than $20,000 to get the dog that could save her life. KREM 2's Shayna Waldtower spoke with her about the process.
Yeah, the owners of this home had not owned a dog before, but just last night they gained a new member of their family, but it was all out of necessity because the clock was ticking. Brenda Erickson has gotten used to checking her blood sugar levels.
It drops drastically.
She's been a brittle type 1 diabetic for 47 years, but the situation became more serious about 2 years ago.
I didn't make it home. My coworkers came back for the meeting and found me 2.5 hours later, and my blood sugar was under 17.
So she realized she needed to do something to make sure that she stayed alive.
After researching on the internet, I found SDWR.
It's an organization that trains service dogs and pairs them with people with diabetes, autism, seizures, and PTSD. So Brenda started raising money.
Just went businesses door to door, pretty much asking for donations.
All to raise the $25,000 it would take for her to get an alert dog.
It took a lot of hard work.
And 2 years later, she's finally with her dog.
I got it done, and here's Kendrick.
Kendrick is 2 years old, and he started training when he was just 7 weeks.
If somebody's baking a chocolate chip cookie, we smell the chocolate chip cookie. He smells the flour, the sugar, the eggs, the salt, the chocolate chips, everything. He smells each individual ingredient.
So he can quickly sense any changes in Brenda's sugar levels. He'll tap Brenda with his paw if her level goes outside of a normal range, or he'll tap someone else if she's not responsive.
A life-changing piece of medical equipment to a family that not only helps Brenda, but helps her entire family, friends, community know that, she's got an extra nose watching out for her.
He's my dog. He's here. Excitement and relief at the same time.
In Pinehurst, Idaho, Shayna Waldtower, KREM 2 News.
That is one smart pup. Well, earlier today, an explosion injured several people in Florida. Pieces of concrete were blown up to 50 yards away. We'll have video from the scene next.